Build engine is back, baby, but it's actually not. Let me tell you why.
Well, this job just got a hell of a lot more interesting.
No, we're not going to be talking about Duke Nukem. I mean, okay, we're definitely going to be talking a little bit about Duke Nukem, but today I want to talk to you about Kira Parker. Parker, if you will. The Last Exterminator. The Last Exterminator is a really fun game, and here are some of my first impressions of the demo. When Duke Nukem Forever was released, everyone ran into the streets, naked. Dogs and cats started to live together. I was there. There was peace in the Middle East, and we finally arrested all the people that visited Epstein's Island. No, of course we didn't. That was an imagined wet dream that I had one evening. No, exactly what happened is that we had a very divisive game that probably ensured we would not have another Duke Nukem game for, well, as long as I live.
You roach bastards!
But the good thing about Duke Nukem Forever being such a trash can is that developers like Ironworks Games have come out to fill the void of retro-styled 90s action games that were never going to get another chance. And that is what we get in The Last Exterminator, a damn good 90s retro-styled FPS. I noticed that the gameplay and the gunplay was an immediate standout for me. Using the handgun and eventually the shotgun in the first part of the demo feels extremely powerful, but also a smooth experience. You're not a turret like in Doom 1, you're far more engaged like in Duke Nukem or Quake, or Shadow Warrior for that matter. I think the reloading and the bullet spray makes for a more realistic and immersive experience overall, something that we don't really get in a lot of retro FPS games these days. It creates a far more fulfilling experience, or it did on my several runs. It is very polished, very well balanced, which is amazing considering that this is still just a demo. I was fully expecting a few glitches here and there. That's to be expected in a demo. You're expecting to go in and have a bit of fun, but hey, it's not going to be polished. You're going to glitch out here and there. However, when it came to The Last Exterminator, I felt none of that. Saw none of that. It was polished. This demo is outstanding.
Nice.
Just from a gameplay and an immersion point of view. Further to that though, I might have started off this video by talking about how build is back, and you could be deceived just like I was. This is in fact not the build engine. It's not the Quake engine. This is in fact something called the Mars engine. The developers are calling it the Mars engine. It is a custom engine, not the build engine, even though it looks pretty close, written on C++.
Holy shit!
I would like to send a big thank you to the friend of the channel, Fix, whose recent articles speaks about the dev's development of the Mars engine and how it differentiates from other engines right now. I don't really know much about this technical stuff. I did want to mention it though because I was deceived. It felt and looked like build. The developer themselves actually said that they wanted it to take the best parts of the build engine and the Quake engine and apply it in their game. And I really do think they've won here. I will be linking Fix's article in the description of this video. Go and check them out. Give them some support. Thank you, Fix. The Mars engine, though, just like in Build and Quake, prompts the player to traverse and explore more than most other retro FPS games would let us. In fact, as you're playing the game, you kind of feel like you want to explore more. You can jump on a ledge, jump to a roof, or jump down to a signboard, which I did, and you're feeling like you're not being told what to do. You're being left to play. And honestly, isn't that what games are about? To be left and to play the game, let it be played and discover these things on your own. We don't need a map with 100 markers. We can just go and enjoy it. And I love this. Secrets feel like secrets. There are spaces of things to be discovered, and you can go and find them. No one is asking you to do, but when you do, it's rewarding and it's awesome. And I love that about The Last Exterminator. In the immortal words of John Carmack, story in a game is like a story in a porn movie. It's expected to be there, but it's not that important. Now, when it comes to the story in The Last Exterminator, there's not much to say just yet. But what I can say about the awesome Parker and her adventure here is that Parker himself is charming, quirky, and fun, just like another character that I know, and I'd love to see them at a bar together.
I kicked its ass.
I don't know much about Parker yet, except that I'm very entertained by them, and I want to see more. I want to see what Parker is about. This demo shows Parker's quirky, hard-working, gritty nature as an exterminator. What we do know about the story is that Parker is here to kill some bugs. And you know what? For now, that's good enough for me. Quickly speaking about the way that the game tests you and microaggression within it. There is no final boss fight. Now, throughout the game, you are taught how to use different weapons, everything from the handgun, shotgun, and machine gun, how to use the grenades, and move around and traverse the game. However, normally a boss fight would come into the fold right at the end of the game to test you on all of your progression up to this point. There is no boss fights in this demo, which, by the way, is only one level, one beautifully well-crafted, full level. But you are put into a situation where you fight several bad guys. Now, these bad guys range from the normal generic scum to shotgunners to these really interesting rhinoceros kind of melee fighters, which really shake things up a bit. I recommend you play on hard mode to get the full experience. I know I enjoyed that more. And right here in this final fight, you will get to experiment with everything up until this point, from your movement to your jumping to your shooting to your ammo management. I feel that even though you don't have a boss fight, this quasi-boss moment is everything that it needs to be in a demo. This was quite a nice way to end off this demo, and I think that should be noted. So yes, The Last Exterminator rocks as a game, and I highly recommend you go and check out the demo right now, which I have left in the description for you to go and see on Steam. It combines the best of everything I loved about the build engine games of the 90s and Quake and Doom, and it's just so well put together. There are a lot of throwbacks, nostalgia tropes. Even when you play with a phone, you can actually get a hold of Duke Nukem himself, which is just good. They know who they're talking about. These guys know their audience. There's more than this demo than there ever was in Diablo 4's first release. I'm not going to stop mentioning that. Now, go and have some fun. Do yourself a favor, go download that demo and enjoy. But before you go, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification button. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and we've got 2 months left until the end of the year. Guys, we can do this. I believe in us and I believe in you most of all. But before we end this video today, a big pornographic shout out to my patrons. Guys, you are the wet wipes when I have gone to the toilet too roughly. Thank you for watching, everybody. Until next time, please take care, rip and tear. Cheers.
Hi, you've reached the voicemail of... If you're not here to ruin my vacation, leave a message after the beep.